right, top three in the 450 class, Washougal MX. Martin Davalos coming in third place. Eli Tomac, 2-2 for second overall. And Marvin Musquin, another 1-1 performance, backing up his Millville ride. We'll start off with you, Marvin. Today was pretty incredible. It seemed to be at Millville, you were out front, didn't have to have those head-to-head battles with Eli, but today we saw you guys hook up on the track a couple times, and you coming out on top. After the day's over, how much does this make you feel much better after leaving today than you did at Millville?
Yeah, of course, because to be honest, I mean, I didn't expect to, I mean, the goal was obviously to win, but I didn't expect to win it that way. We had a great start in the first moto, and but Eli was right there and definitely quicker than me, and I was struggling at the beginning. That track is unique, and it was a little bit hard today. You know, it's been hot and sunny here, and so we haven't had any rain. So obviously the ground was pretty hard. So in the first moto, I was just fighting with the bike, and I didn't have any good flow, and Eli was right there. So and then for some reason, you know, I got a little bit better and build up confidence, and the riding was better, and I was able to win. And the second moto, I was more happy with the bike because we made some changes and for those conditions, and it helped, and the riding was better.
Eli, were you surprised in the first moto you had made a stab at Marvin there trying to get around him? After that, Marvin ended up dropping his lap time down a little bit and pulling out a gap. What was going through your head at that point?
That he was just going fast. I mean, I was doing what I could, and you know, we had that little bump together, and then I was trying to settle into a pace, but he kept going that same speed, so couldn't stay with him, you know, and take high risk, you know, doing it. So you know, my goal was to just settle in second place at that point, and that's all I was today, was second best guy.
But still picking up points in the championship, so not a bad weekend. Martin Davalos, I know the stat going around the pits is it's been 9 years since we've seen you on the podium, but barring this race, it has been an incredible season for your first year on a 450. Just explain to us the day and how it feels to be back on the podium again.
I mean, better late than never, you know. I mean, it's been a long time in the 250 class, and I've been wanting to, you know, I've been really wanting to hop to the 450 for, I can't even tell you how many years now. And finally, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna, they got a bike together for me, and you know, my dream was to just at least do, you know, outdoors this year on the 450 and just get some experience. I know I'm capable of riding that bike well, and you know, it happened so last minute. The first couple rounds, I didn't have, you know, much testing on the bike and not much time. But you know, the more I'm you know, getting used to the bike, and I'm adjusting a lot better. You know, we've changed my you know, my fitness program and workouts a little bit. You know, definitely strength has been an issue for me on the bike, and you know, it's starting to come around for me. I'm able to, you know, ride the bike better and hold on to it. I mean, it's a different beast than the 250. It's incredible actually. Today, you know, I got really two good starts, and you know, the pace that these guys are running on the bike is incredible, and you know, there's a lot for me to learn, you know, and from them, and it's just a great feeling to be up here, you know, battling with the best. So
a lot of people have given you flack over the years for being in the 250 class for so long, but explain to everybody that doesn't quite understand the riders part of the industry that it's really all about securing a job. And at the time, I imagine 250 jobs were only available.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to do 450s for I don't know, 5 years now, or 450s, I'm sorry. And you know, things didn't fall in place, and you know, at that point, there's nothing absolutely I could do about it. I'm just very grateful that I have a job and that I'm competing with the best in the world. I mean, for me to come from Ecuador, you know, such a small country, and to be doing this, it's you know, it's just truly a blessing, and I'm grateful for everything and the opportunity that, you know, the team has given me. Everybody that, you know, and have welcomed me in the industry is it's amazing. At the end of the day, you know, this is something that I'm doing for myself. There's nobody else, you know, that when the day that I retire, nobody else is really gonna care about me. So I'm very, very blessed and for the opportunity, and I'm enjoying this summer. It's been truly a great experience riding with these guys, and I'm super happy.
Martin, has it been a little bit of competition within the Rockstar Husky team also? You've been watching Dean kind of get up there on the podiums lately too, and are you trying to keep up with the Joneses over there?
Well, we get along so good. I mean, Jason, Dean, and Zach, we just have such a good bond between the three of us. And, for me, it's just learn from them. Dean's been riding the 450. He's a past national champion. And, Jason, he's obviously a top runner up front. So for me, it's just, try and learn from them and try and do good for the team and for myself. My boss Bobby has given me this opportunity, and I want to make them proud and myself proud. So it's awesome.
So 250 or 450 for Supercross next year?
I would love to answer that question. I need a job first. So right now I'm enjoying the moment. I just gotta play by ear and see what happens.
Eli, how markedly was it out there on the track? Like through the turns down there, exiting that, it looked like just marbles everywhere.
Yeah, those S's at the bottom of that big hill, those are really deep ruts, and then coming out, you had the big acceleration bumps. I don't know, this track's one of the unique ones with the shadows and the sun, and this side's over here is a little bit drier and a little bit skatier, and then you got the ruts up top. So I don't know, you got to be ready for all conditions here.
You guys had that incident where you banged out there. Do you guys find yourself get heated in your helmets at all in the heat of the moment?
Start off with Eli.
Get heated? I mean, yeah, I was a little bit fired up, but at the same time, I knew it was a mistake, and we were going at it. So, at that point, I was overeating the roost, and I was never able to get out of that roost. So, yeah, Marvin won that one.
Marvin?
What was it? I don't get the question.
Just when you find yourself banging into each other out there, do you ever get angry?
Oh, that right there, by the mechanics era?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I kind of felt bad because, Eli was just like carrying so much speed, and I was, honestly, I was like struggling. I was just fighting and trying everything I could, and like I said, the feeling was not good, and I gassed it, and I don't know if you could see it on TV, but I just slide, and then Eli was coming with so much speed, and we hit each other. So it was nothing intentional on my side, and I think on Eli's side either. So it was just a race incident, but good thing nobody went down.
Marvin, last week you explained how you were extremely happy to finally go 1-1 in the 450 class. To follow that up with another 1-1 right away the weekend after here, how does that feel to you, like personally in your career? And you're kind of on a streak now, so what do you think? What are your expectations in these final 3 rounds?
Well, it happened with a lot of riders, just that confidence and been. Is he listening to me or no? Okay. So just that confidence, building confidence, and just we've been working on the bike, and we have changed a couple of things on the bike, and we've been feeling good on practice and on the racetrack. So yeah, like I said, it was obviously a totally different track today than last weekend, but to be able to put in 2 really, really good motos, it's awesome on 2 different tracks. So yeah, we just got to keep going and be smart and keep training hard.
Especially after your knee injury too, halfway through the season, how did you mentally rebuild after that?
Well, I've said it a couple of times, it's just, taking care of it and doing some rehab and more exercises and working on it on the bike too. It's just when you hurt a knee, you just lose confidence on either, for my side, it was on the left side of the knee, so my left turns were like horrible the first 2 weeks because just I had the strength on the knee and the confidence was not there, and But yeah, we've been working on it, working on technique, strength on the knee, everything, and now it's a lot stronger. So it's an old injury now.
Eli, this is kind of the first time that you and Marvin have been kind of really upfront right away. He pulled away from you significantly in both motos. What do you personally specifically take away from that in terms of watching him riding, his line choice, or maybe your own riding out there today?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed like there wasn't one area. Marvin was way better than us. It was just a little bit everywhere around the whole track. So, you know, I was kind of scratching my head that way all day. So, I don't know. It's just like a day. Just got to take second place and keep running with the points. But, you know, even if I wasn't leading the points, I don't think I would have been there with Marvin anyway. So, I don't know. It was just a day that, like I said before, I was the second best guy.
It kind of seemed like, Eli, you were jumping back and forth between deciding whether you're going to jump to the whoops or skim to the whoops. Is that kind of what you're talking about, those tenths of a second here and there, just not being able to quite decide on the right thing to do on this track?
That was tough. You know, the whoops, a couple times I was skimming them, a couple times I was jumping them. I don't know, a little wishy-washy. So try to learn from that and be better here next year.
You know, you went 2-2 on the day. That's a great finish. But we see you come up here, and unless you're in first, doesn't matter where the championship points are, it seems to be like you have a disappointing look on your face. Do you ever try to take a step back and look at the big picture? You have the points lead. Everything is going really good for you this season.
Absolutely. But inside, I'm not, I don't like to lose. So, but yeah, looking at big picture and, you know, trying to gain experience every race and you know, look at the past champions, you know, like a Dunge or something where they just podium you, and it's all they do, and trying to learn from that. So I don't know. It was a good day other than Marv working us.
Another question for Eli. Have you thought about whether or not you'd be open to doing the Motocross of Nations this year?
Right now, it's looking like a no. It's scheduled because we have to go to race USGP, and then you have 2 weekends off, I think it is, and then you make your way to England, and then a couple weeks after that you have Monster Cup too. So for us and for me, it's just like, you know, we've been racing since the first weekend of January, and you're basically putting yourself through the meat grinder all the way through the middle of October. So right now it's probably a no.
Does it not affect you at all when you look at when you watch the Motocross of Nations every year and not seeing America taking the cup home? Do you ever feel like I should go and be the difference maker on the team?
That's the bummer part, is it's a super special event, but with the schedule nowadays, it's a pretty terrible time. And I don't know what to say. It's just like with the two series and all the other events, and then having the expectation of being a winner, you know, throughout that whole year is tough. You know, no one's at home with you during the week doing the training and the work. So that's where you just have to decide where you say no.
All right. Well, thank you guys. That was a great racing today. Congratulations, Marvin, on the first place victory. Eli Tomac second, Martin Davalos third.